Kaye here, and I understand that Gorgeous Tone Academy can be an investment for you, and I want to show you exactly what is on the inside so you know exactly what you're going to get with Gorgeous Tone Academy. The results that you're going to get are going to be pretty phenomenal, and I know that you're going to love the Academy, but I wanted to give you the exact details of what is inside so you know what to expect. And here we are inside the studio, inside the membership side of Heather Kaye Violin. And this is what it looks like as of this moment. So we have the first week here of module 1, week 1. It's 6 modules, and each module has 2 weeks. It's a 12-week program. And so the way it's organized here is we have for the first week production, equipment, discussions. These are all videos for you to watch, essentials, troubleshooting tone, clarification, different violinists to study with their specific sounds, and how tone is not one size fits all. And we have live calls. So within the program, it's a 12-week program, you have 6 live calls as you go through this. And these are group workshops with alumni who have gone through the program in the past, and they keep going through the program every year. And that means for you too, as soon as you enroll, it's not just a 1-year, 12-week program that you get access to for 12 weeks. You have access to this for the lifetime of the program and to every future live call that happens. So that means next year, when it's running live again, you get access to those calls, and that's all included. The reason I have set it up that way is because these group workshops are amazing, how alumni can be inspirations for you to see that, yeah, they had the same issues and struggles, and now they don't. So it's like a living proof workshop that, yeah, you can do this. So this is what it's eventually all going to look like. I'm going to walk you in through the older version. So it actually looks like it has more in it the way it's set up, because the newer version, we have everything within these tabs. So you can just see here, these are all the tabs. And so it works out really nicely the way it's organized. So it's in one space and not going down the page for a really, really long page. So I like the organization of this better. And that's one of the things with the program is that it is completely organized from beginning to end and very linear. And so you don't have these holes that you may find that if you've worked with other programs, you see there's just always like a hole or something doesn't make sense. This is all laid out for you without those holes. So this is week 1, module 1, week 1. And then here's a troubleshooting tone, clarifying your preferred tone. You have journaling exercises so you know exactly what tone you're searching for and you want to emulate. And a featured violin playlist and our live calls. Now these live calls, they started back in 2017. Gorgeous Tone Academy is 3 years old this year, and you have access to every single live call. So this is just a phenomenal library of information that you're getting here that you can watch in these previous live calls. And then let's go ahead and move on to week 2. I mean, that's just all in week 1. So how you get these assignments is by emails. So every day, or depending on how long the assignment is, if it's a 2-day assignment or 3-day assignment, you get an email with the assignment of what to do for the 12 weeks. And so here's module 1, week 2. You have a video overview of that, and you just watch these videos right here. And you can make them bigger by clicking on this, and that'll turn the video into full screen. And what's so great about the videos is that you can stop and re-watch them over and over again to get the information. So this is for week 2, still in module 1. We really go deep into violin hold and proper posture, attuning our body, troubleshooting tension. So if you're playing with tension, this module this week is going to be excellent for you to learn how to inspect and not play with tension. Pain is not gain. Don't forget to stretch. So I've even put some of my favorite stretching exercises in here. My story is that at the university, when I was in my early 20s, I developed a severe case of tendonitis from over practicing. And since then, it has been my mission for myself to play as relaxed as possible and to teach all my students that I work with how to play relaxed and how to play the most ergonomic for your body so you can play even longer. And then I have a challenge in here, a 3-day challenge that's thrown in for your purpose of your violin journey, where the magic is to help you with your bow, left hand, or tone manipulator, and again, live calls. So we can just go down through this. You can see all the videos that you're getting here, tuning our body, troubleshooting tension, pain is not gain. And you also get not just videos, but you get PDFs that you can print up that you can work with and study from. So you can print these up and take notes. These are the relaxation tips for violinists. You can print these up and keep them on your stand. So it's not just video training. So you do have supplemental PDFs for you to work with. And also here, if you're busy, you are doing something wrong. The surprising relaxed lives of elite achievers. So I've thrown in some very interesting mindfulness training as well. So here's your 3-day challenge and some more videos for you to work out with the bow and the left hand. And again, live calls. And so let's pop into module 2. Now you see each module has a mission, an objective. And module 1's objective is setting a physical foundation for gorgeous tones. So that's what we did in module 1 for those 2 weeks. So let's head on over to module 2. And in module 2, we have our objective as discovering influential bow mechanics and exercises for developing a gorgeous tone. So this is really getting into the bow. So fundamental right side muscular development, bow meets the violin, open string tonalization, contact point tour. And so let's kind of work through that. Any of these, you can just, actually, let me just go back and go down the page here. So you have the fundamental right side muscular development. We study the opinions of the greats of Leopold Auer. So it's not just, what I'm saying is law. This is filtered through my personal study of the greats as well. So Aaron Rosand on tone, tonal exercises, exactly what to listen for, and your contact point tour with about string tension, tonalization, and exact studies of practicing tonal studies with a metronome here. And then we go into a little bit of how the left hand influences the contact point, musical directions within specific contact points, and again, live calls. So this is just week 1 in module 2. And we can go into here for module 2, week 2, pop in here. And module 2, week 2, we go into, we're getting deeper into the bow mechanics and exercises for developing a gorgeous tone, weight versus pressure, slow bows, dynamics, consistent tone, double stops, again, live calls. So this is really giving you some tactical exercises for these specific techniques. Going into week 3, where we're going to start module, module 2 has 3 weeks in it. So again, more with a bow speed, bow distribution, bow placement, finger flexibility in the bow changes. So this is all here with specific exercises. And like I said, these exercises are emailed to you that you can work through them. And then we have the live calls peppered in, and you can ask me any questions that you have for those specific live calls. And work with me so you can bounce back with what you've been working on to know if you're on the right track, which is so important because you don't want to have something get ingrained incorrectly. So here we're at module 3 to study and implement influential left hand mechanics and exercises for developing a gorgeous tone. So we're getting really deep into the left hand here for the purpose of developing a gorgeous tone. So relaxation, intonation, fourth finger, balance, finger independence, scales, vibrato, left hand pizzicato, and again, live calls. So this is all worked out here, again, with video trainings and supplemental PDFs and exercises and supplemental video trainings to really help you out with your purpose of playing with a gorgeous tone. And then we'll go into module 4, and here in module 4, continuing the same objective. This time we're having the objective of left and right hand combinational mechanics. And we have right hand pizzicato, bow flow, left hand, right hand relationship, dramatic dynamics, string crossing, and scale practice. And then again, live calls. that you have access to. And every live call that we have is recorded and gets added into the program. So every year there's actually even more training that gets added in. So module 4, week 2, we get into positions, trills, speed, shifting, harmonics, heavenly harmonics, 5-day challenge. So you have access to these 5-day challenges as well. And we'll get into module 5 here. And module 5 is focus and finger flexibility, bow strokes at the frog, bow strokes at the middle, bow strokes at the tip. And you have, again, training videos that comes with the program. And what's also really exciting is that you get access to my melodic etudes and the whole program. So that's 15 etudes that I've written with training videos to help you develop specific techniques with the bow and dynamics. And so you have access to that program. That program itself, I had students enroll in it for $500 for that specific program, and that comes included in Gorgeous Tone Academy. And you get the music for that as well. So let's keep on going here to module 5, week 2. And here we get more into bow work, bow mechanics. So study and implement influential bow mechanics and exercises for developing a gorgeous tone. Double downs, lift circles, retakes, multi-string study. This is where we get into triple stops and quadruple stops. And then we have the divine double stop 5-day challenge for you. String crossings, we get into detail about string crossings and at a faster tempo and how exactly the mechanics of your bow arm work to have you be able to do that as effortlessly as possible. And again, live calls. So let's pop into module 6. This is the final module of the 12-week program. And in module 6, the first week, the objective is releasing self-limiting blocks for gorgeous tone production. And this is so important because any type of stress or negative experience that you've had can live within the body, and that actually stops you from being able to play with as gorgeous tone as possible. And if you've had any physical injury, the muscles may be remembering that physical energy and locking up as tension. So in this module, we really get into that and talk about mindset, how to release your most musical self, and positive performance strategy. If you have any performance anxiety issues, we get into that here. Very, very important module. We have 111 musician mantras for you, 25 musicality tips and more. Again, training videos and PDFs. We get into the energetics of performing, spiritual energetics, emotional energetics, mental, and we talk about memorization here. So very, very interesting module. And then we'll go into module 6, week 2. And this is, the objective here is creating a gorgeous tone production exit strategy, fostering continuing education via melodic etudes of first position and pieces. So this is what I was talking about before. You get access to this program of 15 etudes that I wrote out specifically to help you improve musicality with etudes and live calls. And you also get this kind of like the icing on the cake. You get training videos for pieces. So you can actually take everything that you've learned and implement your beautiful, gorgeous tone and practice your gorgeous tone within pieces. One of the pieces I chose was Schubert's Serenade, which is a piece that's dear to my heart. It's one of the first violin pieces that I remember, and from when I was little, and it has a special story with it as far as being able to pull out the gorgeous tone from a violin. And so this is really, really fun. You can check this out here when you get into the program. I've also included my Vivaldi Violin Concerto in A minor teaching tutorials, video tutorials. Now this is for the first movement, the second movement, and the third movement. So you have access to all of that. So Vivaldi Violin Concerto in A minor is one of the first violin concerti that somebody would study, a violinist would study. And if you have studied it before, this is really great to go in and now restudy it with all of your wonderful techniques that you've learned through the program. Now, we, in the final live, put together an exit strategy for you so you know how to go ahead and keep going in the program. You also get a certificate upon completion in Gorgeous Tone Academy. And so to get that, you just click here and we'll get that sent to you. So that is Gorgeous Tone Academy. And I wanted to make sure that you see and understand what is all included in Gorgeous Tone Academy, because it is pretty massive and you have access to the program for the lifetime of the program. As you see, it started in 2017 and it has changed the lives of many violinists that have worked with the program. One that you can read about here on the page is from Susan Stevenson. Excuse me. And she will tell you her story. So what's so great about Gorgeous Tone Academy is that it is wonderful for all levels. If you're thinking, well, I'm a beginner, I don't know if it's going to work for me, it's going to be beautiful for you. I've had newbies come into this program and they learned correctly from the start, and the program grows with you. I've had professional, advanced professional violinists like Susan, who's played for 50 years and has taken away amazing breakthroughs from the program. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me at studio@Heather K Violin, and I will reach out to you. So that email is studio@heatherkviolin.com. Just send me an email and I'll be sure to reply for any questions that you have. Now, in order to access Live 2020, we start our first live workshop on Thursday the 24th. So if you don't enroll before then, you will miss the live workshop, but you do have access to the recordings after. But if you want to make sure you get in that live workshop right from the start and start working on those assignments immediately, then you want to enroll now. And where to enroll is heatherkviolin.com, Academy's Gorgeous Tone. So if you go to heatherkviolin.com, I'm just going to walk you through here. Join the studio. Just click on Join the Studio, and then it's right up here on the top, Gorgeous Tone Academy, and you can enroll here. Now you have a couple of options for enrollment. You can enroll as a regular member, regular violinist here. You have payment options, and this, you'll have access to everything I showed you, plus anything else that I throw in, and the 6 live calls. So that's everything right here. And every future live enrollment, workshops, all of that is included in that price and the tuition. Now here, if you want to have private sessions with me, this is a great way to combine the two, because this is the best deal, is to be able to join in as a VIP, and then you get 2 private sessions with me. These are 2 1-hour, 60-minute sessions held on Zoom, and the workshops are also held on Zoom. And you have the access here with a payment program. So again, any questions, send me an email at studio@heatherkviolin.com and I'll reply to you. See you in the program. Can't wait to work with you. Ciao.